over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Illinois head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. So Michigan's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
The give on the counter. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Looking downfield, it's Cooks. Quickly complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's changing the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to run, it's Coleman. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football.
He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Here we go, ready. Hey, move.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Charles. Out wide left, it's Beckett. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Turns it loose. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, what a cut! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working the middle, it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Touchdown, Wolverines! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route, really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Throws it off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Back to throw, it's Charles. Look out! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty.
Red 18, red 18. Go, go. Ready, go. Jet. Go, go.
Off play action on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. On the move, it's Coleman. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Running inside, it's Coleman. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Working the ground game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's Cooks. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Coleman. Got the first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field. He unleashes a long one. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Carey. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Washington. And he's brought down after a short gain. Illinois lining up quickly. Defense showing blitz here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Cooks. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Washington. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
Caught, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it with Washington. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Trying to convert, Illinois comes to the line. Trying to pound it in. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Gonna run it. It's Coleman. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. Wants to throw. It's Cooks. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Sweet cut there. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. To the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Tough run here, it's Coleman. He breaks a tackle, and they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Takes the handoff, it's Coleman.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. This is a designed run. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Illini calling a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Charles. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be a...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays, a better job.
And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking for a man. It's Cooks. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Coleman. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Touchdown, Michigan. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 9 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Fighting Irish, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll give it to Washington. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Moves the pocket. It's Cooks. Quickly to the tight end.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Tight end finds a soft spot, and he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Sees an alley. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The give on 4th. Hard running there. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Wants to throw one first. Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pass to 6. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A design run for the quarterback.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Drops back. It's Cooks. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pulls and fires complete. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
RPO complete. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this team.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. Just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Right side, it's Carey. Runs through a man. He might have space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. On the left side, here's Coleman. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Moving out to the right. He'll get rid of it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll run it. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Trying to make one miss. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Straight ahead, it's Coleman. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Cooks. They're all over him. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Ready, ready. Ready to go.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face.
Here we go.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Quick give. It's Beckett. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Motion from the wideout. Follows his blocks. It's Beckett. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Charles. Rushes on. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Going deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard, no matter who's in the game, who we've rotated.
Intercepted for the 11th time.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that. Was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fires to the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Coleman. Shakes off the defender. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if it...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face.
Ready? Blue 85. Blue 85. Hey, move.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Go, go.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Charles. Fires to the wideout. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 180. Jet. 180, go.
Looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Beckett. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. On the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues